Start recording. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for joining once again. I'm so happy to be here. My name, like you know, is Ng Wanko. I'm a speaker, trainer, coach with the John Maxwell team. I'm also a behavior analysis consultant. I'm also a licensed facilitator, like you know. So I don't know if I could play a video for us, but I'm so happy to have us. Sorry, if you can mute, please. Okay. Okay, thank you. So can we just start? It's not about me. Someone is coming, so it's all about us. Good evening. So how was your week? How has it been? Margaret, I will put you on the spotlight. Sorry, because I think I know you more. You've attended some of my training more than any other person. So I'm going to put you on the spotlight. So last week, we studied on listening. So how has that improved your life or relationship? What have your rating before, and what can you share with us briefly?
Sorry?
What has the listening that you've done, how has it done for us, and what can you share with us about the lesson of listening that we did last time?
Okay, for me, like I shared before, I used to, there was a time I went in a meeting and I was a judge. There was a fashion contestant who were participating and they introduced themselves, but I was not paying attention, I was not listening. So I did not get the names of all participants. And it was so embarrassing because I could not remember the name of the winner. So far, I have improved. I stopped using my phone when I'm in a meeting or when someone is talking to me. Though sometimes there is an error. And through the training I attended, it has helped me in so many ways. Like listening and understanding people. Because if you don't listen, you'll not understand what someone is telling you. And I would say the person who has inspired me a lot, it is you, our coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was awesome. Okay. So here we go. So who next? Who want to share the value? Mark, Chris, I'm coming for you. Who want to share the value of listening? What, before the lesson, what was happening and what you have done so far? Because we need to improve, so we just need to say. Okay? Mark, Chris, who wants to go? Mark, Chris, okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, for me, what I can say, I'll speak about myself. One thing I know, I'm an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. Sometimes I think a lot and I forget to listen. But now I think I'm developing skills. For those days we've been together, this is the time, like when I'm in a real context, I remember my listening should be more than my that is me. It has helped me, and especially in day-to-day life. Is it on phone? Is it on one-on-one, direct converse and indirect? I can say I'm getting an improvement. I'm still working on it.
Okay.
A good experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So before we start, who else wants to share with us? Donald, are you ready? Donald? Donald, do you want to share? You're mute. The value of listening last week. So this week.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Good evening, all. Actually, I used to have these skills, actually, but I didn't take it. How will I say? So personal, but started a lesson last week. I to test every other aspect of it, how it works, and as in making good listening observation from friends and relations, and also from colleagues at work. I found out that I improved in my rating more than I used to. So it's a thing that it gives me joy, and also it makes me to pay a every bit attention to what people say now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is amazing. So Maureen.
Yes, so good evening, everyone. I learned a lot about listening last time, and I think this week some people were happy to be around me since like I was not reacting so quick, like rushing to respond to someone. Just as we said, we have to listen more and talk less. And I just valued everyone that, like, I just knew that everyone has something to say, even if it's a child. We have to pay that attention. We have to give them that time to speak, and then we respond when it's our turn to respond. Like, we don't cut them short when they're still talking. Yeah, so some people were happy. So that's it.
Thank you so much. So this testimony, I think I'm happy that we are all improving and it's helping us. So Dorcas, are you there? You are the last to go for today before we go to our lesson.
Yeah, for me, last time I was not in class, so
okay,
I don't know.
Okay, so we will leave you. We will leave you. Thank you so much. We missed you, and we are happy to have you back. Okay, so today, what is our list topic? We say value every person. Value every person. See, for you, for me, every human being desires to be treated with kindness and respect. You don't know what war or what fight someone is going on, and an act of kindness can just help that person. I'll tell you a story. Someone was very angry. He just left the office and he was in a traffic, and he saw someone, a drop of pen or money, wallet just fell off. This guy was dressed up in his suit and was walking up. But he just saw someone. He bent down, he picked that wallet and gave it to someone. And the other person just looked at someone that was angry coming out from the office, saw the person that just picked down the wallet and gave it to the person that fell down and stopped his car for the person to go. By treating the other person right, by picking his wallet and giving him, someone saw it and waited for him for the car for him to pass. Why do I say these stories? Because what we do affects each other. And how does this other person feel? The person that picked the wallet and gave it to the other person said, thank you for the wallet. He was happy. He was excited that someone gave him. He felt a sense of joy and respect. The person that crossed the road, the driver that was previously angry, that saw the act of kindness of the other man felt, wow, this guy did something good. That made him to do another good thing, to wait for a passerby to cross. Why do I say this? Just because you seen an act of kindness will make you do something to value another person. The entire population of this world, with one minor exception, is composed of others. See, once you do a little thing for someone, and when you see someone do good for another, how do you feel? Sometimes you feel happy. We saw the guy that the car waited for him to pass. He felt happy, he felt nice, he felt good, he felt respected because someone waited for him to pass. When you interact with others, I'm hearing echo for a minute. When you interact with others, just like Margaret with her friends, when you interact with others, what happens? You determine how you treat them, you know? Does it depend on how well you know them? Is it based on their status or title? Is it determined by what they have done for you in the past or what they might be able to do for you in the future? Does it change based on how much you like them or how much you think they like you? I'll tell you a story. I went to write one exam several years ago, and I didn't know this guy, but he was just being nice to me. He was just being nice to me. And I just blushed. I just didn't give a damn. So I just kept quiet. I just moved on. I didn't want to interact with him. Because why? Then this, I'm telling you, is like 15 years ago. Yeah, about 12 years ago. I didn't want to just feel like associate with him. Only to realize years later that this guy who is now or was my head of department in church. He was well paid, he was well to do. Because I came in with a British guy then. And that was how sometimes, why do I give myself about this? I make jest of myself. When you know someone, you treat them. When you know someone's secrets, is it not that person? Then you treat them that way. But the way we interact now, my life has moved. I've known better. I treat everyone I meet equally. Why it may be human nature to treat people differently according to situation, the highest standard for interaction with others is the golden rule, meaning treat others as you would want to be treated. Can we repeat this together? Treat others as you want to be treated. If you're in a relationship, if you're a family person, if you have siblings, you treat them with respect. What are we learning today? How to value everyone. From several experiences, I've known that value people matters. We've all seen in comic or in YouTube or in Facebook or joke. Why, in fact, there was one, it was in a Kenyan church. The lady was sweeping the church. So this brother just came in. I know we all saw the video. This brother just came in and was like, hey, sister, this is my card. And why are you sweeping? You can come and see me tomorrow. Then the sister said, no, I'm sorry, I don't have my card here. Then I said, okay, let me just get my card. Then the brother followed the guy going outside. The lady now opened her car. It was a Mercedes wagon Jeep. And he asked, is this your car? Automatically, the way the guy now started treating the lady changes. Why? Because he has seen her social status. But as a leader, as a world changer, we don't treat people that way. With some version preparing in nearly every culture around the world, the golden rule is the closest thing we must have to a universal guideline for the treatment of others. Raise your standard. Valuing others, not for what they can do for you. That is what I do. That's my golden rule. I help people not because of what they can do for me, but simply because they are human beings. You know, in the office, my team will always say, boss, why do you always come to the kitchen to make your tea? Why do you always come to the coffee place to take your water? Sometimes by the time I get to office, I see water on my table. But I have a flask because I always like to drink warm water and cold water. So I have a flask, I mix them. I don't drink, because in the AC, don't drink cold water. So I always go to the kitchen myself. He said, why? And I treat them what? If I take my lunch to the office, I microwave them. I do what? I wash my plates. So they always, the Nepal guys that are around, they always say, why do I do that? Why do I say, yes, now I have an opportunity to interact with you. Have to ask you, how are you? You don't know how anybody, what anybody is going through until you speak to that person. Anybody can be anybody. You don't know anybody until the person have money. Just imagine the person, you see someone maltreating someone. Say, when I get there, how will I behave? I will be nicer. But just think it, take a pause and think about your life. How do you treat the person you feel more privileged to? Even the guy, the taxi guy, even your security guard, how do you treat the person? This is the foundation of the golden rule. It is the key to success in many ways of life, because most of success depend on the ability to work with people. Can you imagine someone, you talk rudely? Another video that I saw, you talk rudely to someone in a traffic and you're going for an interview, only for you to get to the interview and the person sitting on the panel is the owner of the company that you just spoke rudely on a traffic light. How would you feel if it was you? What would you say? How would you feel? You know, so it does not matter how we are all coming from, how you see the person. We have to value others, not for what they can do for you, okay? No one likes to be ignored. No one likes to be treated. You know, I was thinking about our program. I just said, oh no, how can I how can I just say, okay, do I cancel this? Since yesterday, I've been thinking, do I cancel this? Can I make adjustment? What is it? I said, no, because I value you all. That was why I woke up at midnight. I prayed. I said, okay, I'll just send you this test because my pastor has asked me to moderate a meeting. And after that, I have another meeting. But I value you. I value your time. Spending time with you. I value it so much. I cherish it. So I can just say, oh, okay, even if it is not a paid program, but I value your time. Coming here, sharing. We sitting here. You could be doing another thing. You could be watching Netflix. You could be chatting with your friend. But because I value you, I have to send to each and every one of us a message. And I thank God, and I'm happy we all responded and we are all here. See, take advantage of them. Say, no one likes it when others ignore them, take advantage of them or hurt them. No one likes it. All people at their core are really very similar in how they want to be treated, no matter their age, gender, race, or nationality. Take a look at the following truths about how people want to be treated. I will share a slide so that we can now read together. Okay, as always, I'll share the slide. I'll share my screen. Okay. So now, can you see the screen? Hello, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so
Small.
we start again. Okay, so am I right? Susan, you're the first to go. So
Make
you will
it a
read
bit-
one.
Could you make it a bit wide, please?
Okay,
Big.
thank you so
Too
much for
small.
that. I'll make it a bit wider. Is it okay now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So Susan,
Yes.
every person wants to be valued. Can you read that for us? Oh,
Which one?
number one.
Every
Every
person-
person, yes.
Every person wants to be valued. Then have you ever been made to feel worthless by another person? If so, you know how important it is to be valued by another human being. Deep down, all people want to feel they matter simply who they are. When you value people, they can sense it.
Thank you so much, Susan. Well appreciated. See, everyone, the way, attitude is everything. Everyone know when you value them. Everyone know when you treat them. They want to know how they feel. Everyone does that. If you give someone a cold feet, a shoulder, he will know, because we are all human beings. Okay. The next, Margaret, you're next to go. 2.
Every person. Okay, number 2.
Yeah.
Be appreciated. Everyone has something to contribute to the world, and all people enjoy when their contribution is appreciated by others. You can encourage and appreciate others. As Donald Ladd says, advice feel in making other people feel important. There is hardly a higher compliment you can pay an individual than helping him to be useful and to find satisfaction in his usefulness.
Thank you so much, Margaret. If this is one of the important things you capture today, that would be amazing. If this, he say, you can encourage and appreciate others, develop your skill in making others feel important. Can you imagine how the T-boy always feel? Oh, my boss, I would say, oh, how was your weekend? How was your day? Okay, did you do nice? What happened to you? How was your week? So always make people feel nice, developing, encourage them. You see, we encourage one another. I know most of us, we must have heard the music, higher, 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 better together, better together, the better together. What does that mean? You say, every one of us has a dream, but no one is an island. You know, we are all created to encourage one another and help one another. Okay? So number 3, Mark Chris, you're going to read. Every person wants to be respected.
Okay. Every person wants to be respected. And also said, the respect of those who respect is worth more than the applause of the multitude. Most people desire the respect of their loved ones, the people they work for, and your colleagues. It costs you nothing to respect others. Yet it gives them so much dignity, self-respect, and confidence.
Thank you so much, Marcus. That was wonderful. See, people don't leave organization. People leave people. Why do I say that? Because if you are not satisfied in your organization just because of your boss, you can quit the job because the way he talks. But you can see someone, he doesn't pay nice, people are comfortable, he make everybody nice, people are happy to work and contribute. I remember my uncle during the COVID, because he treated his staff so well, most of the staff didn't leave. Some left because they couldn't take care of them. He sliced their salary. But after the COVID, he had increase. He gave all of them bonus. We heard about the company in Canada, Australia, where the people that had money, that had allowance, that had leave, they took leave for the other people that didn't have leave. So what am I saying? They value themselves. They value themselves, and what? They adjusted to each other. So if I have more leave, if I have 50 days leave I have not taken, I will go for leave without pay. Then my colleague that doesn't have leave, what does he do? He will now work. Because why? Every of us want to be valid. Every of us want to increase our life. Okay. Every person wants to be understood. You know, I say the greatest thing about listening and communication. I don't know. I did one course recently. I did a program for people and learn how to speak to someone. Communication is the basic key. You know, see, every person wants to be understood. They always say, I'll tell you this joke. Most people here are women. Women, they like words, both married and unmarried. If my wife makes a good hair and I don't compliment her, or she just make that name, she will be like, honey, did you see my hair? Maybe someone just told that her school fellow colleague just told that, oh, hey, Miss Olu, your hair is nice. She will start meditating on that word and say, did my husband say that? Or something. But as a woman, if you know your value, first of all, you say, oh, thank you. I know I'm beautiful. That's why you see, you see so many men, they use only words to cajole women. They will tell you stories and that. I'm just telling you, this is out of the context of our teaching. But to value people, words. Why do I say that? People use words to convince others. Words are used to start war. Before a war can start, there is words are being exchanged, then war will start. So understanding other people means extending yourself to them and meeting them at their level. I gave the example, at the level of that your tea boy, that cleaner, that madam, that whoever you are, putting the burden of understanding on yourself, not them. I always tell myself, if I have a problem with my colleague or I always say, is it my fault or their fault? Maybe you're in a meeting, you're not going along with 1 or 2, 3 people. You have to check yourself, the way you relate to them. How do you make them feel? Do you value them? If people doesn't come around you, why? How do you make them feel? When you make them it's fair to know others, when you make the effort to get to know others, you may discover that they think or act differently because they haven't had the advantage you have had. You know, back home from Africa, where most of us are coming from, you know, you treat people with respect and courtesy. If you travel back now, people will treat you differently because they know you're coming from abroad, you have some dollars. But you coming back, you don't need to be on the high horse. You have to come down and talk to them and make them understand. Life is beautiful. There are more opportunities. Okay? Or maybe you are reacting to their condition that are beyond your control. So you don't react to their condition. John Maxwell says something. He said, your interaction with others sets the tone of your day. How do I interact with my children? How do you interact with your colleague? How do you interact? Your interaction sets the tone of what you will get out of that day. It's like the music of your life. When your interaction with others is poor, it's like having to listen to Kakoko's music. But when you place a high value on people and you treat them well, it's like listening to a sweet melody and you will go through your day. Please, if you're not speaking, you can just mute so that you keep getting echo. Okay, thank you. So, how do you treat others? What are the benefits of treating others? What are the benefits that we will get? You know, when you value everyone, you experience the following. When you value people, you experience the following. I'll just take it. You say, one, you become less selfish. You think more of another person before you. When someone, like I said, everyone is fighting a battle. Everyone is going through one challenge or the other. You know? So when you think, we don't think less of ourselves. Remember, valuing yourself doesn't make you less of yourself, but it's thinking less of yourself. So you're not thinking, oh, I'm better than everybody. No, I just have this opportunity to facilitate this. I'm not the leader here. I'm just facilitating. I'm also learning while we are teaching together, while we are learning. He said, your attitude become more positive. These are some of the benefits when you value others, because you know that we are all created in the image of God. We are all created, you know, from those people, racist attack from racists. What do you know? Someone told me a beautiful story. He said, if they cut our skin, be it the white skin, brown skin, or black, if they cut our skin, everyone's blood is red. There is no one that have a white blood or a brown blood or a black blood. So your attitude become more positive. So you are not treating someone just the way the person treats you. Or, oh, he spoke to me rudely, that was why I responded to him. No, the Holy Book says something. A soft word takes away anger, takes away wrath. Well, another benefit, you become likable and attractive to everyone around you. Because why? People know, people want to be feel good. People want someone to tell them good things. They feel good. You see someone, a boss that nobody likes to work in his team. A project manager came into a project, intelligent guy, brilliant guy. He was working in a project, but each time he goes to meeting, you say, no, you did it wrong. What did you go? Which school did you go to? I went to Harvard. How could you make this mistake? Then all of a sudden he noticed that if they give him projects, no engineer want to work with him. Everybody is scared because they don't want to make mistake. So imagine, company cannot keep such a person. But this guy is intelligent, he's brilliant. But because he did not value anybody in the group, in his team, and nobody wants to work with him. So you see someone coming in, okay, we'll learn together. Oh, the guy will say, oh no, Nicholas, you made a mistake, but look, we should have done it this way. Don't you think so? And if you value people, you find out that people will bring solution to you that you don't even know. I tell people that 2 + 3 is 5. Also, 1 + 4 is also 5. And 0 + 5 is 5. Okay, so there are different things that we can learn. See, you learn from others because you see value in them. There is no one I cannot learn to or learn from. We can always learn from others. Remember the story. Someone can be open to come and tell you, see, boss, I think we are doing this wrongly. Oh, Donald, I think we should do it like this. And because you value the suggestion of that person, you will think right. You say, okay, you will pause and take a look. Then you will get the value, you get solution. The best solution doesn't always come from the most brilliant guy in the room. It comes from a tiny voice sometimes, but as a leader, as a world changer, if you have an opportunity to lead people, value people, learn from them. Another benefit that we will get is that you will receive a greater contribution from team members and foster greater teamwork. Okay, someone opened a hair salon and you find out that, oh, the customers are always quick to go. Why her friend opened another salon, not in an exclusive place, but you find out that people are always tripping to that salon. Why? Just because the way the owner treats the people and treats his worker makes them to retain people. So if you have an organization, what should you do? You treat people all right. When people come in contact with you, treat them well. Don't treat them less than what you will be treated. The golden rule is treat people as you will want to be treated. So we'll just go over some steps to follow to how to treat people all right. Let's just go over to the steps. So where did we stop? I will share my screen. Again, so some steps to follow. So who is going to read? Mark, Chris, we are coming to you. Okay, so, okay, from my screen, who is reading? Now you can see, right? You can see the screen. Okay, so,
Yes.
okay, so, Mark, Chris, steps to follow to value people. Step number one.
Step number one, think less about yourself and more about others. It is difficult to value other people if your focus is only on yourself and your own interests. People who devalue others often do so to get ahead in life, but success at the expense of others is ultimately unfulfilling. Giving is more rewarding. Spend time thinking more about others and thinking more of them. As Henry Ward Beach said, no man is more cheated than the selfish man. I like that one.
That, in fact, I'm going to send this transcript to you people end of today. See, you just underline, you can go over it over again, because this value people is so important for us. We said no one is more cheated than the selfish man. Look at someone, you went to buy something, you want to cheat someone. Automatically, you're cheating yourself in practice. Okay, Dorcas, you're next to read. Are you there?
Yeah, sure. The other one is practice
Number
the golden rule.
Yes.
Yeah. Practice the golden rule. Anyone who desires to can treat others with respect, appreciation, and understanding. It doesn't require education, talent, skills, or success. The only things required are the will to do what's right and the intention to follow through.
See,
That's
amazing. Thank you so much, Dorcas. Amazing. See, the only thing you require, it doesn't require education, talent, skill, or success. You understand? It requires just to do what? Do the right thing, the intention to follow through. That's all. To get the value, to treat people right. You don't say, oh, you can see sometimes not the people with the richest people treat people nicely, no, or the most educated or the most talented, no. But then you see people, other people value because they treat people right. Maureen, you are next to read on my screen. Number 3.
Okay. Right. See everyone as a 10 in quotes. Maybe at some time you have been asked to rate someone or something on a scale of 1, worst, to 10, best. John Maxwell says that he tries to see everyone he meets as a 10. He assumes the best of every person and expects the best from them. If you do this, will you sometimes be disappointed? No, of course, but you are not responsible for others' actions. You can be confident you've done your best to value others and treat them well.
Thank you so much, Maureen. Thank you. See, you can be confident. So you value others. You're not putting yourself down. You're not making, like I said something. I say trust is earned. You give someone your trust. The person earn it. And when the person disappoints you, don't say, oh, I trusted him. No, you have given him the 10. Do you know, like we can be sending money to our family back home, you give them money and to do something, you trust them and they do otherwise. Are you going to kill yourself? No. Will you stop? No. We keep moving forward. Okay? So now, time for reflection. Valuing every person. Reflection. See, this, I would like us to do it. When we go, take some time, choose something you underline. I remember someone, Donna say wonderful when we are reading at the benefit, and someone say, I like that. So mark in this lesson, mark one thing that made sense to you. Margaret, I'm starting from you. In all the chapters, in all this that we've read, what really you think about with valuing people that comes to you as a person? So what is one thing that you can give your rating? Why did you give such rating? What benefit would you receive by increasing your rating? This we can do when we go back. Who do you know and simplifies this quality? What do you admire in that person? One person I know for me is John C. Maxwell, my mentor. See, like he said, if you meet you, you say, my name is John. He's 77 years old. He said, my name is John, and I'm your friend. What happened? He treats everyone friendly, and he's always laughing. Man, but the guy is rich. He's the best speaker, non-motivational speaker, best leadership expert in the world. But if you meet him, hey, my friend, he's someone I admire to be like. Okay? So what specific action can you take immediately to improve your rating? What are the ratings that you can take? Me, I've always said, I'll meet everybody at their point. Okay? So that is it. Take a minute and share when next we meet. Think about it. I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to send it on the WhatsApp. To just underline one point that you know that moved you, or that come in contact, resonate with your own. Remember, when you value people, you are automatically valuing yourself. You're increasing that. So what do you do? We don't treat people again the way they treat us. But remember, we value everybody. Not just because our Heavenly Father, most of us are Christian, because I'm a Christian, not just because God created everybody equally, but because we are made in His image. So just the same way I value Margaret. Margaret didn't tell me the name of our friends that are here with us. Just the same way I value them, and I'm happy we are here. I value Marcus, I value Dorcas, I value Donald, I value Susan, and I value each and every Maureen. I value you. That's why I'm spending this time with you. And I thank you for this wonderful day. Until we meet again next week. If you have any comments, you can share with us before we go. Marcus, you go.
Okay, for one, I would like to appreciate personally, I would like to appreciate people who showed up. When there was this stage the time, I was like, will we make it? But kudos, we are a great team. I like your girl. Maybe. Thank you, sir, for your time also. I do much appreciate. That's what I can say for now.
Thank you so much. Margaret, introduce our friends before we take our pictures and go. Can you, Dorcas, can you on your screen, Donut? Let's take our picture before we go.
Okay. With me here, her name is Emily Mwaludo. She's a friend of mine, currently under my care. And the other one is Alice Mwago, a
Thank
friend
you.
of mine.
Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you. We are
Thank
happy you
for
came.
accommodating.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I will send the slide and I will send the